Is miner centralization a concern in Bitcoin?
Absolutely, yes. Because one of the most important facets of Bitcoin is being decentralized and being accessible, and we want mining to be accessible to everyone.
How can someone determine whether a crypto project is centralized?
Oh, that's very easy. If you have any investors in it, VCs, if it's proof of stake, it's centralized. Stay away.
Is DeFi too good to be true?
Absolutely not. It's showing that it's working. It's successful, robust. Uh, Depends on what you define as DeFi, but I will speak about Bitcoin. Bitcoin as DeFi is real.
Keep 'em cold till I'm old. I don't plan to blow my load. Wallet so blue, if you know, you know. It's better than bonds, better than gold. Finna reap up what I sow. If it money can't keep up, it gets sold. How many times you been told? DCA's the way to go. Higher highs, higher lows. Every year my network grows. Every day my network grows. Running relays, running nodes. Yeah. Dollar a day's a minimum. Stats, zap sats. Any fear I get, I'm flipping them.
Suman, author of Reclaiming Sovereignty. Welcome to Ask a Bitcoiner 21 Questions. Sorry, there's just a piece of hair in my eye. We did a lovely interview, and now we're going to do the lightning challenge, which is having you answer 21 questions in 10 minutes.
All right, I'm ready.
You're ready? Quick intro to the audience before we start the challenge.
Okay, yes, I'm the author of Reclaiming Sovereignty, a new book that's just come out designed for newcomers. And what I try and do is present Bitcoin from the perspective of people's experiences and stories and dispel the myths around Bitcoin because it is one of the most misunderstood systems in the world.
Totally. So you've seen the questions ahead of time. So there are no surprises, but I will ask in random order. Yep. Okay. So the way I play this game is that I read the first question and then I start the timer.
All right. Perfect.
Are you ready?
Yes. Go for it.
First question. What are 3 tips you'd give to an aspiring author about the writing and publication process?
Okay, so tip 1 is you have to secure a really amazing editor because that will make a big difference in the quality of your writing. Tip 2 is do your research. Planning out what you're going to write takes time, and the more research you do, the more material you have, the less backtracking you got to do. Tip 3, understand the publishing process and learn your options as someone who may want to publish, independently or use a publishing house.
Is DeFi too good to be true?
Absolutely not. It's showing that it's working. It's successful, robust. Depends on what you define as DeFi, but I will speak about Bitcoin. Bitcoin as DeFi is real.
How has Bitcoin influenced your perception of mainstream media?
Okay, that's an easy one because I already had very clear opinions about mainstream media before Bitcoin, so it was not new for me. Although what I learned was shocking, but yeah, so I understood mainstream media, what it represented way before Bitcoin.
Is Bitcoin becoming too mainstream?
Absolutely not. It is exactly where it needs to be, and which is we want to just keep increasing adoption.
Is miner centralization a concern in Bitcoin?
Absolutely, yes. Because one of the most important facets of Bitcoin is being decentralized and being accessible, and we want mining to be accessible to everyone.
What advice would you give to someone considering trading crypto?
I'm going to take the 5th on that. Okay.
That's a first.
I'm not going to say anything about trading in crypto, okay? Because Yeah. No financial advice there. Okay.
How did you overcome the Bitcoin learning curve?
This is something we all have to navigate. And my advice is take your time and be kind to yourself, because it takes time to build new neural pathways to understand something that is so completely outside of the realm of, experience.
How can someone determine whether a crypto project is centralized?
Oh, that's very easy. If you have any investors in it, VCs, if it's proof of stake, it's centralized. Stay away.
Oh, good segue. Proof of stake versus proof of work. You're good. Which is cheaper, running a full Ethereum node or a full non-mining Bitcoin node?
Okay, so this is a joke question. Obviously, a node is zero cost. An Ethereum node is very expensive.
What's a hidden benefit of Bitcoin that's often overlooked?
A hidden benefit of Bitcoin is itself an enigma in many ways. So there are so many hidden benefits that we can only experience once we're actually in the movement. Like once you're in it, you understand it, because it's such an emotional, psychological, existential experience to be into Bitcoin, because you begin to reevaluate what you understand as money and your assets and freedom.
What do you hope readers will take away from your book?
I hope they feel hopeful and happy and wow, there's a whole world out there that I didn't know existed, and I want to be a part of it.
There will be signs. It's 2030. Bitcoin is trading at 1 million US dollars. How are you living, Suman?
Well, I try and live my best life every day. I have no idea how I'll be living, because we keep changing what we want in life. So I don't know what I'll be wanting at that point, but I think I'll be a happy Bitcoiner. Let's say that.
What are some of the risks associated with real estate investing?
That's a perfect question for me, because I was a real estate investor for decades. So many risks involved. Let's just stick with three. If you you have a rental property, tenants are a risk. If you have an investment property, then of course, what happens with the real estate market, that's a risk. Of course, property taxes are an issue as well. So lots of risk involved in real estate.
What is DeFi? So decentralized finance.
Really, to put it simply, all it is there's no person in the middle between a transaction that I want to execute with another person. It's basically peer to peer.
What does personal freedom mean to you?
Well, that is a really big question. I can't answer it completely, but I think what I'll do is I'll mention one primary dimension to freedom, which is choice. Having choices.
Amen. How might things have unfolded differently for the Canadian truckers if Bitcoin didn't exist?
Well, maybe they would have, starved to death. Okay, like they couldn't buy food. All right.
What has surprised you most about central banking?
That's a big one and a really incredible learning for me. I will share that. I think I was so surprised about, fractional banking and just how money printing works, like how it all works on that level.
Thin air.
Yes.
How can Bitcoin support Indigenous communities living on Cree territory?
That's a great question, and I can only, project ideas, because ultimately they will decide, what they do with Bitcoin. I see a couple. One is using heat reuse, mining through, generating heat through mining because it's cold in the north. Potentially circular economies because it's remote, so small groups of people,
Yep. Nostrozap, Do you have your phone ready?
Are you zapping me?
So Noster's app is we state our locations. You create a note in Noster. I zap you, 21 sats, and you show confirmation of the zap.
Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. I'm on Noster. I am on Noster directly. I have an account. Haven't been very active. It's really hard for me to keep up with all social media. So I know how to zap on Noster. So are we doing something here?
Well, it's supposed to be a live zap, but if you don't have, do you have your device ready?
Just tell me what I need to do.
So open your Noster, whichever client you use.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm on Amethyst.
Okay.
Yep.
And then write a note.
Oh, I have to write a note. You want me to write a note?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm opening Amethyst as well. What is your handle on Noster?
SK Freedom. So, are you finding me? Have you found me? You could try lowercase sk7 at nosterplebs.com.
Lowercase s.
K7
Yep.
at nosterplebs.com.
Here you go. Follow.
found
So
you
I'm
guys?
following you. Okay, so you guys, we haven't planned this ahead of time, clearly, because we're doing it fresh. So I'm looking at your profile. Can you write a note like hi or bye or buy my book?
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, here I go.
Oh, quick, the clock is winding down.
Sorry.
And you've got 2 questions to go after this.
Oh my
Ah!
God.
Oh, do you have a wallet set up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Oh, yeah, get Albie. Okay, I see that.
Sorry. Okay, it's sent.
So you've posted your note. Now I need to find your note. Oh no, that's time. Time is up.
Oh my
10 minutes, but it's
God.
worth it for Noster. Okay, so that's time. No more questions, but I will complete this transaction and zap
Okay.
you. I'm not seeing your note though.
Maybe it's not refreshing.
Notes. The last one I'm seeing is from March 18th.
It's
4 days
showing
ago.
posted. It's showing posted, so I don't know why.
Okie dokie. Let me.
Refresh your thing. Maybe it's not showing up on your feed. It's showing up on my feed.
Yeah, I should have told you to at me in your note.
Yeah, you know what? This was like, I'm so bad
Oh,
at
here
this.
we go.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on podcast 21 questions. So heart and zap 21 sats. And your location is Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My location is Geneva, Switzerland. Send beam. I use Wallet of Satoshi. And can we see the confirmation on your side as well?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
And here's the note. Duck. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up with the zap. And I'll also repost it because
here-
why not?
Should I show it to you on?
Yeah, you can show the camera.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Here it is.
Yay! Voila. Oh, you're using Damus. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that easy to zap a note on Noster. We didn't prepare ahead of time, and we still did it.
And I was just 2 questions short.
Yeah. So the last two questions you had
Oh
to
my
go.
God, I can't believe I got through 21. That was so
And
fast.
right beforehand, you're like, oh, I don't know, it's not going to work. It could have worked. So the last two questions: how do you respond to claims that Bitcoin consumes too much energy? And then the other one was choose one: real estate investment or Bitcoin, and why?
Oh, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Bitcoin for sure. It's the new real estate. And I'm going to answer that question on mining just quickly to say read a chapter because I dedicated a whole chapter on Bitcoin's use of energy. So,
Most definitely.
yeah.
And okay, so this is so unconfirmed transaction. We didn't get all 21 in 10 minutes. But speaking of real estate, I saw a CBC report maybe last week about the condo market in Toronto and how it's absolutely crashing.
It's deflated, yeah.
Have you been following that?
Not closely, but I've been hearing about how the condo market has completely crashed. Yeah.
Yeah. And they attribute the crash in part to the fact that foreign investors are no longer active in Toronto because apparently there was a reliance upon immigration. And because Canadian policy has changed, there is less demand for a huge number of housing or condo inventory on the market. So that's happening.
It's a buyer's market.
Yeah. Yep. So for anyone listening, of course, I'm going to add the pitch. You know, if you're considering investing in a condominium in Toronto, consider Bitcoin instead. Because as Suman mentioned earlier, you're not worried about tenants. You're not worried about maintenance costs. You're not worried about so many carrying costs for this investment.
And of course, the biggest one, which also affects the market dramatically, is interest rates.
Yeah.
Your interest rates go up 1 point, that could completely make you, incapable of paying your mortgage.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
with that, Suman, thank you so much for your time again and all the best with your book launch this evening. Can you remind people where to find you on socials and where they can order your book?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure being here. It's wonderful making connections with people from all over the world. So I can't believe I'm speaking with you from Switzerland. It's so cool. My book available on Amazon all over the world, and my Twitter handle where I'm most active is capital S, capital K, Keys to Freedom, all one word.
Et voilà. Merci.
Keys, 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 keys. Yeah. Man like Quates. Man like who? Yeah. Takes her Bitcoin off exchanges under self-custody. She runs her own node, providing liquidity. Yeah, she got her own keys. She got her own keys. She got her own keys. Yeah, she got her own keys. 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 Yeah, she got her own keys. Keys.